Today, we are reacting to a player that we should all be excited to see for next season, and that is none other than Conor Gallagher. He's having an unreal season on loan at Crystal Palace. He picked up his first Man of the Match award for the England national team as well too. For today's video, let's have a deep look into his game so we can look at qualities we can expect to see from Gallagher for next season. Smash that like button, hope you guys enjoy, but before we get into anything, I want to get one big plug out of the way first. Oh, that half turn though. I feel like Gallagher doesn't get enough respect for his technical play. I feel like he is good in tight spaces and areas. Of course, he's not like I don't know, like a Pulisic or something like that. Naturally, you got obviously, everything's relative, isn't it? He's a midfield player, box to box. But yeah, for me, this is one of the best parts of his game. That attacking instincts inside the box. Like, these shots are testing keepers. They're making them work. He's in areas where, he's causing fear and danger in the opposition. And look at that close control there. A little La Croqueta. I've seen a little half turn, Cruyff turns. I mean, come on. Like, the guy's, he's deceptively techie. Like, he works very hard, but he has the quality as well to match the work rate, and that's important for me. Oh. Now this goal, what a goal this was against Everton. Incredible. Not many of our players produce other than Ziyech. Sometimes Mount, we're not really seeing bangers like this. I feel this is why exactly I want to see Gallagher playing box to box. Because I just don't think like our cams can create shots outside the box like this because they're just too close to the goal. But look right here, man. Look at that little Cruyff turn. Wow. And then the same foot as well too. Bottom corner away from the keeper. Like, this is the type of stuff you can't coach. That's the natural attacking instinct of Gallagher. I mean, West Brom, listen, it was a great education for him in the Premier League. The way West Brom was playing with that defensive football, they were never going to get the best out of someone like Gallagher. Now he's at a Palace team where they've got, he's playing box to box. He can break the lines. He's got quality around him, technicians around him as well too. It makes a big difference in regards to how you can perform and show your game. But look at that composure right there. Yeah, this is a Gallagher that's had like a whole season in the Premier League now. He's not rushing the ball anymore now. He's got that composure to keep and maintain it, and that's important. That little skill there over the top. Oh. Played. He prefers dribbling more with his right foot, but I feel like this season in particular he's been very comfortable using his left when he has to. But look at the upper body strength, holding the ball, winning the ball back as well too. Like, for me, this guy is a classic. But like, if you want to see the 10 out of 10 Gallagher, play him box to box, where he can receive in his own half, win the ball back, kickstart these attacks, and then get on the move at the end of the move as well too. I'm not gonna lie. Look at that finish too, man. Just like, he's leaning back from the ball too. Just puts that perfect weight behind his shot. Just directs it. He doesn't power it. And look at the Cruyff turns as well. Like, this guy just knows how to turn any situation into attack, man. Honestly. I have to say this, but like, the closest comparisons I see with Gallagher, it would have to be Frank Lampard's. I feel like Lampard is definitely aged poorly now as the years have gone on. I feel like, I don't know if it's because of FIFA or De Bruyne, because I'm always seeing De Bruyne comparisons. It feels like people have forgotten Frank Lampard's game. They just remember him for like deflective goals and scoring from penalties and tap-ins, which is just pure nonsense. The guy was an all-round world-class player, and Gallagher's showing he has that type of potential in his game too. Look how he's finding the fullbacks all the time as well with the 1-2s. Receives, plays it quickly, 1-touch, 2-touch, man. He moves the ball very quickly, plays at a pace, which is what I like. And then he can play vertically too, and he can, play those passes as well to help create the overloads. That's very important. Like, I like this comp because it's demonstrating a lot of everything Gallagher can do in his all-round game. That's it in the position right there. He's played very well against Man City. Very well against them. But look at that counter-attacking threat he brings as well. A nice little clip ball inside the box. Oh, nearly found, I think Benteke with a little bicy then in the 6-yard box. But we're seeing the technique he has. A little curler inside the box too, away from the defender. First man, should have been a goal. you come to Chelsea Football Club, someone's putting that away. More likely, most likely. Let's hope. We actually don't know. But here, he's got the switch balls to pans in this game as well. Like, this is what I mean. I'm getting like these. I've always seen Gallagher as more of a Lampard's regen compared to Mason Mount. I thought the Mount Lampard comparisons were very lazy. I feel like Mount and Lampard are like two completely different styles of players. But Gallagher, I feel he has like maybe more pace than Lampard's. And that's all I can say really. But I mean, when Lampard was young, actually, this guy was covering distances like nothing. And I see Gallagher has that same type of potential. Like some of the books is like, you know, the little like the way that the ball just dips afterwards, the way he can play different passes across the field as well too. And this is what I mean. He has some type of Lampard slide tackles like what Lampard used to have too. You know, you're winning the ball back and then you're getting on the end of the same moves to put the ball in the back of the net. Like, this guy can be one of the best box-to-box mids in the Prem if he gets consistent game time box-to-box. I mean, look at that intensity. Look at the aggression. Look how he wins the balls back and how he's kick-starting counter-attacks. You know, I can see by maybe Tuchel sees him as like a bit of like a Kante-esque style player, because Kante is playing a box-to-box role for us in that sense. He does get inside the box too. Gallagher has that in this game, wins the ball back cleanly, and he literally kick-starts defense into attack. Sticks with his man, strong in his individual duels too. Like, this is why I want to see 4-3-3 eventually. Like, this has to be part of our future, man. I feel like as Chelsea fans will look back 5 years from now, will be like, that Cobham crop that came through was so important for us, for putting us in this future place we're currently in right now. I know as football fans, we're not very good at like picturing the future. Like, it's always about the now, you know, what's happening today. But I always like to keep my eye out for the future too. And I think Gallagher, him on the right hand side, Mount on the left, and a DM behind, with Kai up front, who will be one of the best strikers in the world. Has to be a striker in my opinion. Goal scoring wingers alongside. We've got the best fullbacks as well too, and defense has pace and can, you know, play between the lines. I mean, come on. Like, I feel like 4-3-3 would be the future formation to get the very best out of everyone's game, because I think Gallagher is better attacking from deeper. And you've got that type of space too, you know. Like, look at the positions this guy picks up, especially in the defensive phase. Like, he's always there. He's always covering his zones as well too. And he don't give up with the tackle, man. I mean, come on. And that's what I mean there as well too. Look at the position he picks up right here. Look at that position. Away from the defence, in front of the midfield. No one's there to see him. And a composed finish, because he knew exactly what he was going to do with that. Got little glimpses when he was at West Brom as well too. Of course, they don't play nowhere near the football to fully get the most out of that. But I'm not surprised that maybe Palace decided to get him on loan after that performance, to be honest. But look, I mean, like, Conor Gallagher definitely does excite me. He's got that technical ability. He's got very good passing range as well too. The industry and that goal scoring instincts. I mean, the guy's scored. I mean, that's a great goal as well too. A nice improvised, intelligent finish. And that's what I like, them improvised finishes where the guy is constantly thinking under pressure of what's the best action to produce. And we're seeing it inside the books, man. You know? I mean, look, again, attacking from deep, where no one can get close or tight. You know, they have to leave their position to engage. A little left foot finish. Of course, a little bit of luck there to help. Please, Conor Gallagher. It was amazing seeing him, Guy as well. Obviously, shout out Mitchell too. Obviously, must be great for Palace fans. Palace are producing, you know, very quality players for the national team now. I felt like, obviously, after seeing this too, this was a promising performance from Gallagher. Naturally, you'll be a little bit nervy at times playing with new teammates, getting your first debut. Once this guy has 10 caps clocked, you'll be seeing a different Gallagher. But this is a very promising performance too. And it's interesting because he was kind of playing in a slightly different midfield role. And me personally, man, I feel like if you want to see that, even though he can play in the midfield too, and he can play further up as well, as like a cam, you want to see the 10 out of 10 Gallagher playing box to box. Give him that freedom to break the lines, please. And I want to see that with Tuchel next season, because I feel he has more attacking instincts than Mount. Mount doesn't have that. Like I was saying before, the Lampard comparisons with Mount were very lazy. He's his own completely different type of player. But look at Gallagher right there, cutting inside, bring the ball to his left foot, and all he has the confidence to try and put a little curler into the top bins. Like, it's that type of energy that's infectious, man, you know? involved again as well too, in a position to make sure that he's played that pass back to a teammate. Floats that ball into the box very well too. I like his crossing technique. That's it, yeah. He's not shy to get involved in sucking a tackle, which I like. Physically, his development's been quite mad. I feel like he's a bit more physical compared to Mount, in my opinion. But man, I keep talking about my dream, man. A DM behind, Gallagher on the right hand side, breaking inside the box, attacking. Mount, who's a much more of like a supportive type of playmaker, a bit deeper as well too. Goal scoring wingers outside, Havertz. I mean, come on, like Tuchel, make this happen, because you know why? And actually, you know what? This moment pissed me off in the game when it happens. How are you not getting that pass right? I mean, come on. Simple pass across the box. That would have been his first goal then. I was fuming when that was happening. That's it, man. Gallagher's this area receiving. But see, you see that position right here? Like when you're playing more of a cam role, when you're like, you know, receiving in the half spaces and, you know, you've got players near and around you, I feel like your game becomes a bit more different, innit? It's like you're, you know, you're a space investigator. You're looking to take men out the game. You're helping to create overloads out wide. So there's a lot of roaming between the lines. But when you're playing as a box of books, when you have that space to attack from deep, this is what I mean. This is how, you know, a lot of times I feel like people will see players playing in positions and expect their game to be the same wherever they play. It doesn't work like that, because the demands change accordingly to the system and what's expected of you in that system. And that's why Gallagher playing a pure box to box role, where he has that ability to win balls up higher up. He has the ability to break the lines too. The goal scoring, finishing as well, shooting outside the box when I can go on. Like, I feel like we could build a Chelsea team, and I have this dream, yeah, like a team that could rival the 04-05 team, where that's the balance from defense to midfield to attack. Like, you understand how good we were back then. You understand how dominant you used to play. I feel like we got the talent where we could kind of create like a modern version of that. And I hope Tuchel take some of those shackles off the team for next season. I don't want to see backfire forever. But moving on, you guys, getting back to the comp. That's it, Gallagher. I mean, I don't know what that pass was from Henderson. He was pretty poor against Switzerland. That's it. Plays that pass to find the overload from Walker Peters. Always a good weight of pass too. You see that Walker Peters doesn't have to take another touch. First time crossing the books. There's small details like that. You want to make sure if you're playing for Chelsea, like this is like bare minimum in your game. You know what I mean? But it was nice to see this moment though. Him getting his first assist for the national team. Great finish from Shaw. Smart for Mount to let that ball just dummy pass. I thought Mount was a bit just indifferent, actually, to be fair. But that's what I want to see, man. That was great to see. Great pass across the goal. And I think it topped off a very industrious performance from Gallagher against Switzerland in that game. I mean, I'm excited. Like, I keep saying Lampard region. The guy is the closest player to Lampard I've seen in a very long time. There's a lot of work to do to have that same type of record that Lampard had, but in terms of just the stylistic parts of his game and elements of his game, in terms of the all-round ability of his game, of course he's young, he can only improve, maximize, become more efficient in all areas. But look, you know, he's got the upper body strength, the right tackles. I mean, yeah, indifferent cross, but you're seeing the type of crossing technique he possesses too. Of course, he drops back, one of the first players to come to stop counter-attacks and kickstart another move. Bit of a poor touch and foul, sloppy. That's what I mean. This is England debut. I wasn't expecting like perfection on your first cap. But this pass here over the top, that's the way it goes, the weight of that pass. Good goalkeeping to react quickly to that. But he just took out two defenders down nothing. And that's what Gallagher can do. He can play that vertical pass, which is something that some of our midfield players at times aren't getting on point all the time. But yeah, what a industrious performance. Great game from Conor. You guys in the comments below, do you think Gallagher could be a key player in our team for next season? Do you think maybe we should see a bit of a different formation change to, you know, utilize as much attacking quality talent that we have in the squads? Or do you think maybe Gallagher might even need another season before you're really like fully ready to back him? Let us know in the comments below, you guys. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know how you felt. And on that note, I'm the EFC. This is Blue Lions TV. I'll catch you guys later for some more videos. Cool.